everything starts with what you believe, what you think, what you know, and what you believe. That's where everything starts up here. When you start talking about health, that's all up here because you have to put some mental behind what it really takes for our bodies to work at its maximum. So that's going to come from up here. It's not going to come from how you eating. How you eating is going to come from your mental. So from the very beginning, your mental determines everything. So if you're a person that's watching this, and let's say you find it a little interesting, but you really don't believe that eating dead flesh and dairy is harming you, then there's nothing can be done for you because your mental is not there. Your mental is intentionally in a place that will allow you not to have to change. So in order so you don't have to change, you look for some type of mental ideology or something in your family or some old person in your family who eats wrong to try to use them for an example to try to apply that self onto you. So people say it all the time, well, my uncle, I got an uncle, Pharaoh, he 80, he eat meat all the time, right? But all his sisters and all his brothers is dead, bro. That uncle made it. But let's talk about everybody else in your family. You know, like I know, that your uncle is rare. You know the whole family is sick. So why you going to pick one person and then roll the dice with your life like you're going to be lucky with that uncle? You might not be lucky like uncle. You might be like the other uncle or auntie or mama and daddy. What tell you that if you roll the dice, you're going to be lucky like uncle? Now, let me tell you something. My father's best friend, and I won't say his name, we all grew up. My father and my mother knew him and his wife before him and his wife had me and his son my age. My parents didn't have no children. They had two older daughters, and they'd been knowing each other before I was born. And my father's friend was exceptionally like a strong man. And he was a man that could eat whatever and still have a six-pack and still have muscles without exercising or nothing. He was just a he-man, right? He was slim and he was strong. And no matter what he ate, he didn't get a gut or nothing like that. So if you see him and you don't know him, you're going to say, well, look at him. But what you don't know is he been sick. And he been sick a long time. So he looks all right. If he comes to the function, he going to look all right. You're going to look at him and say, well, see, he eat it. But what you don't know is the medical problems. What you don't know is his wife died from cancer. What you don't know is my father's, which is his best friend, wife died from cancer. They died back to back. His wife and my father's wife died from cancer. Then my father died. My father died not from old age. He was only in his 80s. He died from body deterioration. That's what he died from. My father died from body deterioration. His body just totally deteriorated based on the stuff he'd been consuming. His body just rotted away. All that meat and stuff, he wasn't big. He got down to just bones. His stomach was toxic. The waste was coming out was horrible. You know what I'm saying? Where your stomach just can't do it no more. You done put that junk in your stomach for how many years, and your stomach say, hey man, that's it. I can't process this junk no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you straight up. Like he didn't have to go out like that. Like the neighbors that cooked at home and ate more greens and collard greens and stuff like that, they still there. But they a little sick too. They all a little sick even if they live. They all a little sick. But they wouldn't even be sick this early. My great grandmother on my mother's side lived to like 116 or something. And her son, which is my grandfather, lived to like 102, 105 or something. At one point, they was like, she was 100 or something. He was like 99. Real talk. But they lived in Alabama and they ate more fruits and vegetables and nuts and stuff. They eat the stuff off the trees. They don't really eat a whole lot of eggs and meat on the farms. On the farms, they live off of the stuff growing in the field. They don't kill all them animals like that. They don't eat chicken like we eat chicken in the city. They can't afford to eat a chicken every day. They only got so many chickens. So if you was on the farm down south and you tried to eat chicken like black people eat chicken here, nobody would have any chickens. So this is why they're doing industrial farming to grow an unnatural amount of chickens for the human species to eat. They provide you with something that the world would not be able to provide for you. The world would not be able to provide you all that chicken. There's no way you would be able to raise your chicken. No way your son would be able to get a 6-piece chicken and just eat 6 pieces of chicken. You got people just eating 4 pieces of chicken, 6 pieces of chicken, 8 pieces of chicken. That's their dinner, and a biscuit and some fries. Straight up. So your mind is the first thing. If your mind is messed up, it's a wrap. So that's why when it comes to teaching people this, I only teach, right, people that are open to really learn. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to learn it, I don't really waste no time. So I don't waste any time trying to convert anybody. It's something you have to, you have to find your own concern. It's in your mind. And if you don't get that serious concern for your body, you don't take that serious, then by the time you get 40, 45, it's a wrap for you. It's going to be all downhill. Now, if you think 45 is old, good luck. But I'm telling you right now, if you eat garbage from a kid, by the time you get in your 40s, you're going to feel the pain. Facts. You're not going to be feeling good in the 40s. This is a fact. You are not going to be feeling well. You are going to have high blood pressure. You're going to have leaky gut, stomach problems, and all of that. Ain't no way you can't. Ain't no way you could consume garbage for 40, 45 years and think, you know what I'm saying, listening to these people telling you garbage is good food. And you could look at it and see the shit garbage. We live in a world where you eat garbage all day. And then when somebody try to tell you to eat right, you become a doctor and professor trying to ask somebody where they get B12 and where they get protein at, knowing doggone well you ain't never went to Burger King or McDonald's or Kentucky Fried Chicken or Church's Chicken to get no B12 or no protein. You ain't trying to get no protein. You know that fried chicken ain't got no protein in it. You know that. You're not stupid. You know that fried chicken got no nutritional value, no vitamin C, no B12, no iron, nothing. It's just dead fried chicken because protein is in the blood. So this is why the men that do be crazy with protein, they say, give me a steak, medium rare. Give me a steak, rare. So what? So the blood be in there because that's where the protein is. The protein is in the blood. The protein is not in the meat. They lying, but they can't tell you your meat is old, so they tell you the amount of protein in your meat based on how much blood should still be in the meat when they sell it to you. So when you go to the store and you see that red stuff in the freezer moving around, that's dye, that's not meat, that's not blood. So that red stuff on your steaks and stuff that you buying, that's not blood. That's dye so that you won't know that that meat is gray color and dead, been dead. That's dye. That ain't blood. That ain't blood on your hamburger and stuff, that red stuff. That's why it run like that. You know, when I studied it, I said, sure ain't lying, because I used to always subliminally, when my mother used to cook meat and stuff and had that red stuff, I used to always trip how runny it was. But anytime I got cut or had blood and stuff like that, and then be rinsing it in water, it don't run like that, and it ain't that color. So I'm like, well, why this blood show is red? Blood ain't that color red, right? Blood ain't that color red. So it's like, wow. You know what I mean? Blood ain't that color red. Like that stuff they put in there. So that shit been dead. That thing been dead and dried up. I don't know what make you think they killed that cow way back. And that cow, that blood's still in that cow. They trying to make you think that cow just got there yesterday. Man, you know what? How long been they shipped that steak to you? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So it's all based on your concept, on what you think, right? So now your immune system in this time, this is it. You wanna, have the best outcome, because I gotta be careful what I say. You better get your immune system up. You better listen. You better get your immune system up, and you know how to get it up. So we're not gonna play stupid. You know that your grandparents, people tell you what, eat your vegetables, eat your vegetables. You know, common sense, you know, if you want to build your immune system, eat fruits and vegetables. Don't take no rocket scientist or no special type of knowledge to know that. Every time you get sick, your mama give you soup. The soup got a lot of vegetable broth in it. That's why you get well. They take away the solids, right? You know what I'm saying? They take away the solids and give you the liquid broth, and then that allows your digestive to clean out all that dirty meat and all that. Then you feel better, because whatever you got can live in that bad food. See? So if you got a cold and you cough and you spit up mucus, you ever notice mucus is like a yellowish, sticky, like paste coming out your throat, right? Now, if you look at cheese is not that thin, but cheese is kind of sticky, right? So common sense will tell you, if you're doing a lot of dairy and cheese, you're going to have that sticky dairy and stuff in you. So if you get mucus, it's just common sense. It's going to be easy for the mucus to go in there and live if you got all this gummy stuff in you. Egg yolk and egg whites and all that runny stuff and all that grease and all that stuff off the bacon and all the chicken. Common sense will tell you that's just a nest egg where any type of infectious mucus could just grow like crazy, because you're full of pizza. So your baby full of pizza and catch a cold. You know how hard it's going to be for that baby to get over that cold? With all that cheese in there? So the immune system, if you don't take care of your immune system, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Now, the first thing you have to have your mind right. You don't listen to somebody else tell you about how to eat and deal with your life. You are a fool if you let somebody tell you you're trying to eat better and you let somebody talk you out of that. You're a fool, because that person, they going to get sick while you listening to them. So when a person talk against you eating plant-based, this is a person that's only jealous and worried that that'll be one less person to partake in the type of social activities they partake in. So the main reason they're against it, because they got certain social activities they want to do, and they want to make sure you keep contributing to those social activities the same way they do. So when you want to change the way you eat, they thinking you messing up Christmas and Thanksgiving and all that stuff they want to do. Just like if you're a young man out here, if you stop going drinking all the time, your guys will stop coming through. The guys that like to drink every weekend, they're going to start saying, man, you don't even go out and drink with us no more. See what I'm saying? They want to die, and they want you to die with them. They don't want you to do better. So anytime you're trying to do better and you listening to somebody, is that person gonna get on the operating table for you? Is that person gonna give you their kidney? Because you could go drink with somebody and lose your kidney first. He constantly tell you, come drink with him. But the next thing you know, you the one got liver damage. His damaged liver ain't even damaged yet. So you done went following behind this fool, but you got sick first. You got sick first, following this fool. And you think that fool gonna be there when you get sick? They're gonna go find somebody else to run around with. People are sick everywhere. Is anybody going out that way? They sticking old people in old folks' homes and nursing homes and just leaving them. A lot of people don't get proper visits in them nursing homes, man. The family, it be people grew up and took care of the whole family for years, and y'all stick them in nursing homes. They don't get no reward for being the granny to help raise you and all that. Y'all don't pay granny back. Y'all throw granny in the nursing home and push on. You know what I mean? See what I'm saying? So people gonna talk crazy to you. So one thing is when you change the way you eat, keep your mouth shut. So Dre, they shouldn't even know you're a vegan. They shouldn't even be allowed to pay a whole lot of attention to your food or nothing. You want to cut the conversation down. You don't want to be with the conversation of people because they don't want to listen. You only want to talk to people that want to ask you because they want to. Somebody asks you, why you don't never eat no meat? That ain't nobody want to do better. So you don't waste no time talking to them. You want a person to ask you a question like, is eating like that better for you? That's the person you want to talk to. Not nobody questioning you that ain't got no intentions on change. You know what I'm saying? But people like that, you got to be like, hey, let me eat my food, man. I don't really want to discuss that. Can I live? Oh, okay, man, my bad. Right, your bad. Don't be questioning me while I'm eating. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to have this conversation because I don't want to have this conversation because I don't want you to think I care if you die. I only care if you care. If you care, I care to make sure I put the information out for those who want to care. But if you don't care, then, hey, man, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. What do you want me to do? Nobody's going to force you to take care of yourself. What are you, a fool? When you eat bad, nobody cares about your health. Facts. In the world of meat eaters, y'all that eat meats and stuff like that, nobody say nothing about health. Health ain't even discussed. Facts. Never. The only time health is discussed when somebody gets sick. And what y'all say? Prayers, get prayers out for my uncle. Prayers out. Y'all think y'all can pray away colon cancer. You know what I mean? All of a sudden you want to go to God. Now you ain't never went to God and asked God to show you the right way to eat. As soon as your monkey ass gets sick, now you running to God to pray to save your goofy ass. You know what I'm saying? When you committed suicide. Please, God, save me from suicide. Basically, that's what you be saying. Please, God, save me from suicide. My goofy ass ate all this shit. Started getting fat, kept eating this stuff. No, I'm overweight. No, I don't feel good. Doctor told me I had high blood pressure. I ain't stopped. I'm drinking, falling out. I got friends that's falling out on the floor, passing out on the floor, can't walk, got breathing machines at night, got apnea, sleep apnea, can't walk from the weight that ruined their legs. So the weight on their legs, because their body bigger than their legs supposed to be carrying, they got their legs messed up. They get knee replacements, hip replacements. What you think when your body's supposed to carry a certain weight? So when you talk about immune system, that's got to be in your mind. Like that's a mind thing. You got to have it in your mind what's good and what's not. You cannot eat better if you don't believe you eating bad. That's the key. The key is not, oh, eat better. That's not the mentality to eat better. That's not what I'm teaching. I'm teaching to stop eating bad. And until you realize that's bad, if you got this and you got this, you can't just go do this unless you realize this ain't it. You can't still think this is it and be like, I love my chicken and all this. I'm going to try to be vegan. No, you're not going to make it because you don't believe you're dying. You're just trying to eat better. You do not believe you are killing yourself. You do not believe you're going to be crying one day because you ate that shit. You're going to cry. When the time comes, it's going to be too soon. You're going to be like, I thought this was going to be a long time. I'm only 43. I'm only 47. I'm too young. Oh, no. Hold on. You used to say you're going to die anyway. Shut your ass up and die anyway. Shut your ass up and stand on what you was on. Go ahead and die anyway. That's what you was living on. Hold your head up. Be like, I'm going to eat my chicken till I die. Okay? Just like that. Don't start begging for the doctor. Doctor, save me. Can you save me? Can you cut? Can you operate? Can you do all? Can you give me a liver transplant? Can you do all this shit to save my goofy, stupid, retarded ass? Well, I ain't trying to save myself. I thought this shit was a joke. I took care of my clothes. I washed my house. I took care of my car. I took care of everything, and I ain't take care of my body. My body was the last thing I thought was important. I be seeing sloppy black folks standing in front of a Benz. I said, the car look great. You look a fucking mess. The car gonna outlast you. Nice car. Can I buy it? Can I buy it when it's over for you? That car gonna I be looking at black people and I said, the car gonna outlast her. The car, look at him. Can I tell your relative I want that car when it's over with? It's a fact. The car look like you take better care of it than you take care of yourself. Your clothes look nice, but it look like somebody bought some real nice wrapping paper and wrapped some garbage. You know, that's what you look like. You look like somebody wrapped some garbage in some nice wrapping paper. I like your Gucci and shit. The clothes is Gucci, your body not Gucci. You know, your body is motherfucking Target and Walmart. You know, I'm just saying, your body ain't high end, sweetie. Homeboy, your body not high end. The clothes is high end, but your ass is cheap, you know. You look cheap. You don't look expensive. Yeah, I know. Plant-based food is too expensive. I know. But it's cool to get $100,000 car, but you can't eat right. I know. You can buy a $700 Gucci belt, but you can't eat right. I know. Can I have your belt when it's over with? You know what I'm saying? So the immune system is interesting. So this is the thing. When you look at your immune system, most people gonna tell you how to build up your immune system. That's what most people come over here. That's what they're gonna tell y'all. How to build up your immune system. But that ain't the lick. The main thing is don't tear your immune system down. So now look, everybody try to teach you that if you go plant-based, you building your body up. You go plant-based, you're doing this, you're doing all this great stuff. But what they're not telling you, if you eating a standard American diet, the standard American diet, you're tearing your immune system down. So here's your immune system. Now you want to eat and build it up, but here's your immune system. You're tearing it down. So now if I'm here and you there and you eating garbage, I'm building mine up and you going that way. You ain't even that even bored. So until you stop tearing your immune system down, how you going to build it up? And how you going to build your immune system up when you do not believe you're tearing your immune system down? As a matter of fact, you're not even trying to believe it because you don't read no ingredients in your food. The worst thing about a meat eater, when I used to eat meat and stuff like that, Do you know we don't read nothing? In that other world I used to be in, with the sausage and the hamburgers and the meatloaf and all that, do you know that all my life nobody read nothing? Nobody ever read anything. The typical black family, when you go shopping, the only thing you read is the name of the item. I want some of that. Get some of them potato chips. That one. I want that one. I want that. You know the label on what it's called, but you don't know what's in this shit at all. You're like, no, I want the Hawaiian Punch, the red Hawaiian Punch. You know what I mean? That's all you know is Hawaiian Punch. That's the only reading you do, is the reading on the label. So I'd be in the store and it'd be like a black woman in with 3 kids, and the kids be grabbing all poison. Then the mama say, give me my stuff I like. And they go get mama's poison. Like it'd be like so deep you don't understand what that be looking like. And the mama tell the kids, and the kids know exactly mom's favorite poison. And the kids get their poison in the whole cart, they whole shopping cart. It don't be no nutrition in the whole thing. It be all garbage. It be all garbage. It's so deep that when a black person go vegan, that's the first time you tasted like 100 different things. Like when we was growing up, my mother didn't make broccoli. Well, you know, they were from down south, so they made the basic vegetables, you know. But I'm just saying, avocado and all that type of stuff, nobody really experimented with that to that level like that. There's so many vegetables you don't eat because you eat the same thing every day. So your immune system is totally destroyed. So the immune system of people around the world has been compromised. The people on planet Earth, their immune system is shot. You got to know that your immune system is not just about what you eat. It's also the air quality, the water quality, all the stuff you got around you. What is it made from? Is it made from forever chemicals? What's up with your pot? Is your pot that Teflon? What's Teflon? Teflon is forever chemicals. Throw away the Teflon pots and all that. Get you cast iron, man. You know, cook out this cast iron, man. Don't be using that. Don't be using that Teflon. That's poison. Straight up. That Teflon is straight poison. Trust me when I'm telling you. Straight poison. Straight poison. Get you some cast iron. Right? So we living in a system where the air quality is no good. Everything is, all your carpet is forever chemicals on your carpet. So you might want to get hardwood floors. Or make sure your carpets is made with all natural materials. Don't get your baby crawling on poison. Do some research, look up forever chemicals. Look that up, right? So look up forever chemicals. They're chemicals that never go away, and they're all over the place. So the water quality is no good, the air quality is no good. All your clothes, a lot of your stuff you're sleeping on and stuff, all that stuff got all kind of chemicals on it, right? So that means if this is you, this is your immune system, the quality of the planet, because everybody's so unnatural, that's what happened when they don't care about taking care of their health, then they're going to be stupid. So when people don't care about their health, they're stupid. So we live in a stupid society. So they not really paying no attention to the health benefits of nothing. They just do all kind of nut shit. So naturally, your immune system going this way because everything is so dirty. So now you trying to eat the best foods to fight what's already in the environment. You constantly fighting, detoxifying, trying to build up your body to fight against all the poisons you come across in life, all of the problems you have from aging. Every minute you're getting older, and you have to fight against that. You have to fight against aging. So if the environment is all dirty and you eating garbage, you washing your clothes in poison and everything. So your whole immune system in your house has been compromised. There's super bugs everywhere because they've been selling you so much soap detergent and stuff with so much toxins in it that your whole body is poisoned. Your whole environment is poisoned. So if we can't get people to change, then what happens is then we still have to suffer from majority people being idiots. So because the majority of people are idiots and love chemicals and love anything the system make and don't do no investigation on what they eating, what they brushing their teeth with, what they putting under their arms for deodorant, they just using it. They don't even know what's in it. If you go into the store and you don't got your phone and looking at ingredients to know what's in stuff, and you taking them, giving it to your woman, your husband, your children, what are you but a murderer? Like, so you just grabbing stuff off the shelf, rubbing stuff under your arms into your glands, and you wonder, damn, my arm a little sore under there. You do know you just put aluminum. You do know you put aluminum in there. So he said, down was safe. See what I'm saying? So then the first idea is that everything is like that. See? But it's not. There's other products. You understand? So basically 12 tribes, nothing will be safe if the majority of the world eat anything. They make the world unsafe for everybody. And then they turn around and say, everything gonna kill you anyway. Not if we get rid of you. Maybe if we get rid of you, maybe it's just me, maybe it's you. If we get rid of all these negative people, then we wouldn't have to worry about them polluting the world like that. And they the first one to turn around, ask you, is everything poison, knowing that they're the reason everything is poisonous. Yes, everything is poisonous because of you. Because of you, you're the reason everything is poisonous. So don't try to act like there's no way to get around it. Like it's hopeless. No, it's only hopeless because of you. Because you don't care. That's why everybody's underwater. That's why everybody's on fire. That's why the planet's acting a fool right now. That's why Germany's underwater. That's why Austria's underwater. That's why Arizona's underwater. That's why California's on fire. That's why Australia burnt up last year, the whole island. That's why Canada's underwater and on fire. That's why Oregon is on fire. Because don't nobody care. And so we here making things more safer. Yes. Is everything poison? No. There is natural deodorant. There is natural cleaners. Yes. Everything is not poison because we are making clean things. But all your shit is poison, yes. If that's the question, is all your shit you use? Yeah, your whole world is poison. But your world is not the world. These are wipes. These are wipes I'm using. These are not, this don't have all them toxic chemicals in these wipes. This is what I wash my dishes with. This ain't that poison your mommy and them was using. This is all natural. This is not going to cause no harm to my body. This is not no chemical somebody made up in no factory. This is what one of my cleaners, what I spray to clean. Right? So these people, they make everything toxic, so we're fighting trying to clean it up. And all these toxins are compromising your immune system. Your immune system is compromised. See what I'm saying? So this is why it's important for some of us to change. If some of us change, then we could create a new world and separate ourselves from other people. So when I hear black people talk about separation, black people don't understand there's a lot of lines of separation, and it ain't all based on color. Like nobody can separate you based on you being black. That ain't gonna get it, player. No, we're not doing that. What type of black? Do I want to go and live with the type of blacks y'all is now? No, hell no. I wouldn't want to go to Africa with y'all. Y'all not supposed to be over there with all that barbecue and all that poison. Whole Africa be sick. No. No, you're not even you a slave. All you're gonna do is go build a white version, a black version of America. That's all you want to do. All you want to do is have Nigerian fried chicken and Ghana fried chicken. You ain't really trying to change from the system and be all new and build a whole new system. You're trying to build a black version of this system. Basically, you want to go to Africa with a Rolex on, and get a Mercedes Benz, like that. Nut shit. You know? So your immune system is being torn down. So the only way to build your immune system up is to first stop tearing it down. It's the first thing. The first thing is to stop tearing it down. Now, when you stop tearing your immune system down, when you stop consuming poisons, then automatically what you gonna do? So the concept for eating and stuff, they not teaching it to you right. They make you think you gotta eat better. No, you gotta stop eating bad. And once you stop eating bad, there's nothing left but good. So now when you go to the store, it ain't this concept, well, I'm trying to get off hamburger. That's not the concept. The concept is I can't eat them fucking hamburgers no more. That shit gonna kill me. If you ain't doing it like that, bro, you not gonna make it. You not gonna make it. If you can go back and eat hamburgers and beef and stuff, and you're not scared, you're not gonna make it. See, me, people say, would I ever go back and eat some meat? You gotta understand, I'm scared of it. It ain't like, oh, I can't wait to eat some meat. I wish I had some meat. No, that should have killed me. That's what it is to me. So that's why I was in the county jail for 4 months and didn't eat no meat. I can't eat that. I can't eat that. Somebody asked me if I was stranded on an island and there was absolutely nothing to eat, and all I could catch was a fish to eat, would I eat it? And I told them, I would have to eat a little bitty piece like that. I would not be able to eat that fish. I would die out there anyway. I would have to eat a little piece of that. It would take me a long time before my body could take that. If I ate a fish, I would die. I would go into convulsions. I would die anyway. It would kill, make me sick. I can't eat that. I ain't ate no poison like that. My body will go nuts. I'll be sick. I'm liable to get cancer quicker than somebody eat it all the time. I can't just eat that like that. And then I'll be miserable because I don't eat no dead fucking fish. Even your mentality messed up when you don't even see it's a dead fish. The fact it look good to you, your mind messed up like that. Really be that dead animal look good to you. So your whole mind is shot. You don't even know it's a dead animal on your plate. You think it looked good. I remember when I was little, I actually thought that was food. When somebody gave me a chicken wing, it didn't look like a chicken wing. It looked like food. All the chicken wings I ate looked like food. See, now it looks like a chicken's wing, right? I ain't eat no damn chicken's wing. Back then it was food. We just called it a chicken wing, right? You're not really realizing, no, you're eating a bird's arm, bro. That is a chicken's wing that you are eating. But by the time you get that smart, your mama done been feeding it to you already. Tell your little baby it's a chicken wing. He don't know what you're talking about. He don't really know you really saying a chicken's wing when you give your baby that. You tell your baby drumstick, they don't know that's that chicken's leg. Come on, you want the thigh, you want the breast. You don't even realize you mean a chicken chest? Wow. You don't even know. You don't even realize you eat body parts. So the whole concept, so now how you going to have a good immune system when, if you're talking about an immune system, common sense going to tell you that immune system is going to be fixed. Common sense will tell you that the only way you can fix your body is with liquids. Anybody with sense know that lumps of stuff is not going to fix your body. Anybody with sense know that your blood is wet, that your skin is soft, you got bones in there, but anybody would know that the basics of your lips and all that is moisture, that your body is a lot of water. So anybody with some sense would know that the fluid out of orange and out the fruit and the fluid out the vegetables is what fixes the body. Same way your car is made out of metal, but you got to put fluids in it. Even your car, if you can't put no cereal in the gas tank, you have to put a fluid. You have to put a fluid for the oil, a fluid for the transmission, a fluid for the antifreeze, a fluid for the gas, a fluid for the oil. All of that is a fluid to lubricate the bones of the car. And the car, no matter how strong the bones is and the metal, if that car don't have them lubricants, your car gonna break down. Period. You have to put a certain kind of gas in there. You have to put a certain kind of oil in your car, depending on what kind of car you got. Well, your body the same way. So if you're not getting the juice out the carrots, the juice out the oranges, the juice out the peaches, the juice out the melons, if you're not getting the milks out the nuts, the milks out the coconuts and stuff like that, oh man, how you gonna live? Even if you're a vegan, your food can't be dry. You can't just eat potatoes and stuff like that. You have to eat moisture. If you look at potatoes, you can tell that sweet potatoes are more healthier for you than white potatoes because sweet potatoes are moist, got more moisture. White potatoes is dry. Yellow potatoes, white potatoes, they are dry. Sweet potatoes are moist, more pudding-like. It's a little more moisture in there. You can tell that one is healthier. You can tell. That's going to lubricate your body, that your body's going to get medicine out of that. And that medicine that is in the juice of the plants. Now, if you're taking the medicine from the plants, and like I take some orange juice and squeeze it on this table, if I take some of all that meat and bread and stuff y'all got and mash it up and put it there, it'll sop that orange juice up. So you eating stuff that's going to suck all the nutrition out of the food before it get into your body. All the nutrition going to get sucked into the meat and stuff you eating. Your body ain't getting no nutrition. So now your body's getting fatter. Your body's getting fatter and fatter and fatter and fatter, right? Hold on a minute. Your body's getting fatter and fatter and fatter and fatter, or sick or skinnier and skinnier. Because some people get skinnier, they don't get nothing out of it. You know what I'm saying? So this is just the key. So right now, man, y'all listen to me. Right now, I don't care what you want to eat. Right now, under these circumstances, if you smart at all, you're going to go heavy on the fruits and vegetables. Right now, I'm telling you, right now, no matter what, you got to be dumb as hell to not be going heavy on the fruits and vegetables. You better lubricate your body. You better build up your immune system. Listen, read between the lines. Build up your immune system. You got children, when you see them tonight or tomorrow, you ask them both, all the children you got, give them a piece of paper, tell them, write down their favorite fruit and write down their favorite vegetable, and then load them up on what they like. If your baby likes strawberries, strawberry her out. Make sure you get them, soak them in a little water with a little apple cider vinegar in there and some sea salt, and soak them full, and let her eat strawberry till she turns blue. Pump them up with the fruits and the vegetables. I'm trying to tell you. So that they got a fighting chance. if they get sick. You ain't got a fighting chance. Soon as you get sick, soon as we used to get sick, first thing they used to break out, they would run to the store and get ginger ale. Why? And back then the ginger ale really had ginger in it. Why would your grandmama and them give you ginger ale? Right off the top. Ginger ale. Soup. Vegetable soup. Orange juice. Right off the top. Orange juice. Get some orange juice. The baby don't feel good. Why? Why, when you was really sick and had a bad cold, why your mama didn't make you a bunch of scrambled eggs? Why she didn't get you a pizza? Why she gave you soup? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it's like, listen, man, I'm telling y'all real stuff. Build up your immune system. Like right now. See, this is what happens with your immune system. Your immune system is all over your body, like soldiers. There's things in your mouth that help your immune system, in your nose, in your ears, in your throat, in your stomach, in your bowels, all over your whole body. There are soldiers to fight to keep viruses and things at bay in your system so your system can function. Now, when you eat a bunch of dead flesh and a bunch of dead animals and a bunch of artificial flavors, artificial colors, and cheese and milk and all this bad stuff, first you get a lot of cholesterol, so your arteries start closing up. So your arteries start closing. So now the blood flow ain't flowing, so you're getting dry. You swelling up. Everything is in your stomach. Everything is in your gut. You putting all that drinking, all that stuff is going in your gut. So all your soldiers run to the gut. Run to the gut. He got everything, and she got everything in her stomach, man. She got two birds in here. She got some pigs in here, some cows. It's a whole lot going on here. She got Cheetos in here, Flaming Hots, Doritos, all kind of, man, she got Jolly Ranchers. She got Skittles in here. So it runs to the stomach to try to fight all this poison. So now all the soldiers are there fighting. So now you got less soldiers around your nose, less soldiers in the top part of your body. So now the top part of your body is vulnerable to pathogens because your body's fighting its ass off in your colon and in your rectum. That's why you have colorectal cancer. Your body's fighting in your kidney. Your body's fighting in your liver, all in your pancreas. Your body's fighting because your body's constantly cleaning poison. Your liver like, boy, if this motherfucker drink any more Hawaiian punch, what is this red shit? Do he drink regular? Do he drink watermelon juice and stuff that's naturally red? What am I going to do? Your liver like, what am I going to do with all this unnatural red? Your bladder like, what am I going to do with all this unnatural red stuff? What, bro, what you want us to do with this red stuff? What is this? We can't even break this down. What is this? So you constantly putting artificial colors, flavors, all this stuff in there. So now all the soldiers down there fighting. So now your immune system shot. Your baby's so poisonous that our kids be so poisonous that as soon as they go to kindergarten, they be on and popping. They go, the viruses jump right on them, and they come home and the whole house sick. Any parent will tell you that the sickest the house been is when they had children from kindergarten to third grade. Them kids would kill the whole house. They be extremely toxic when they come back from school. When they come from school, they have some of the strongest flus and colds the world knows. They all got to take children's Tylenol and be taken to the emergency room. All of them. You at the emergency room where their fever won't break. How many of y'all know I'm talking about? Y'all baby fever will not break. The fever will not break. Why? Because the kids' body, they full of this poison the parents been eating, and so the kids is wide open. The kids is wide open sick. They don't have an immune system strong enough to fight eating no hog or no the stuff you feed them. You ain't feeding them no type of nutrition. You know, it used to be fruit bowls on the table in the black community. We got to bring that back. Where's the fruit bowl? So make sure every house got a fruit bowl with some nuts in it, a nutcracker, and some fruit in it. These children don't eat plums and stuff like we used to eat. We got sick sometimes, but they get sick worse now and more often. They stay sick. You know what I mean? Like nobody eat no fruits and vegetables. And if you're not eating fruits and vegetables, you know, your immune system shot. You can't have no strong immune system without citrus fruit off the top. So if you ain't eating grapefruits and if you ain't eating oranges and lemons and stuff, your immune system is shot. Gone. Gone. Cherry nowadays ain't like cherries. So our kids, they getting all their fruit, artificial fruit, cherry nowadays, cherry suckers, cherry flavored sodas. Then son grow up, he want apple flavored blunts and cherry blunts. Then he get older, he want cherry flavored promethazine. They out there drinking peach, they got promethazine, peach, cherry, all the fruits they exploit. They take the concept of the fruits to exploit you to kill yourself. Think about it. They take something naturally made and I put that name of that onto poison, put it on the candy and put it on the drinks and the pastries, and they put that name on it and got you eating cherry flavored stuff. They say make it red so it look like cherry. Like, what about apple? Apple is off-white in the inside. Well, just make it green, like a green apple. They ain't gonna know. Because if you make apple juice, it's not green. So why is apple candy bright green? Technically, an apple is off-white. The outside skin ain't the color of the apple. A watermelon not green. Watermelon is red, right? But the outside is green. That's how they doing with the green apple. They taking the outside of the apple. They making your kids candy this bright green and tell you that's apple flavor. And that green stuff is 100% unnatural. So you constantly tearing your immune system down every day you eat. I had a friend and she wanted to go out for breakfast. So we went out for breakfast. I went somewhere that got vegan food and regular food. I ordered my food. She ordered her food. I ain't been around nobody like that in years. So when her food came, she had like 2 eggs. They was all runny. I mean, it looked horrible. She had 2 eggs. She had some type of dead animal. And you should have seen what it actually looked like, you know, compared to my plate, you know. And she couldn't even see what it looked like. It looked like straight death. Like it was no value in it. Like if you know anything about nutrition and stuff, and you would have looked at that as a professional nutritionalist, you would have known. Like, and to her, it looked like food, but you should have seen it. It was really not no food. The eggs were so nasty looking, but it looked good to her. So that's what was tripping me out. I'm like, this actually looks good to her. It looked good. She put a whole bunch of pepper on it and salt, and she ate them runny eggs. I mean, it was gross as hell. I started thinking, I like Shorty, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? At this point in my life, I don't know if I want to live with this lady right here, if this was going to be in the refrigerator on the stove. You know, ain't none of that stuff on. I got a stove here in this office. Ain't no dead animals in here. You know, none of my plates and stuff had no dead animals on it. So it's like, you know, for me to be with somebody and get up and have to smell eggs and burnt flesh, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I could really do that no more. I did it once before. But I don't know if I could do that now. You know, I just don't know if I can handle it. You know, now right now it'll gross me out. You know what I'm saying? And sure enough, Shorty ended up sick. She ended up like about 3 weeks later. Her chest was bothering, chest was bothering, chest was bothering. She went to the doctor. It was like, yeah, your chest fucked up. See what I mean? Like, yeah, your chest fucked up. Like, you got to go get more tests. See what I mean? You know what I'm saying? She a little overweight. You know what I'm saying? See what I mean? She a little overweight for her age. See what I'm saying? She look good and everything, but she a little overweight. Eating all that cholesterol and all that. Like this lady in her 50s and ain't got a clue. Very intelligent. Know how to do all kind of stuff. But is deaf like in the dark on nutrition and food. This is how they just blinded the public and got you thinking you're intelligent. You know what I mean? It's like, when I changed what I eat, I seen just how unintelligent I was. Like anytime you just go in the store and just buying stuff and just eating it, and you don't even know what it's made with. The only time people check the ingredients if somebody in the house got an allergy, and somebody in the house got an allergy, that's the first time they start reading ingredients. But they only looking for, if they can't have peanuts, they're not really reading this and take their phone out like me when I go in the store now, even if it's a vegan product, I Google it. What is this in this milk or in this juice? I got to know what this is. You know what I'm saying? I can't just go eat stuff just based on, eating it, and then your taste buds get destroyed. So the immune system right now is compromised all over the world. Y'all listen to me. The world has a compromised immune system. Telling you, right now, you have to change the way you eat. If you are smart, you have to change the way you eat. I'm going to tell you something. When I was like 40 and I met my latest ex, her and her children ate one way, and I just let everybody do their thing, and slowly she changed. Now she's a vegan. But now, I wouldn't be able to tolerate that same situation because of the state of emergency everything is in. It's a state of an emergency now. And I've been saying it for years that eventually what I said was going to happen is people were going to eat toxins, the 70s and the 80s and the 90s, 2000, 2010, 2020. And I said this years ago, that mankind, in America especially, are going to eat so much toxins that the whole population is going to reach a toxicity level. The whole country is going to reach a level where, as a country, the whole DNA of the country has been consuming so much poison for so long as the standard American diet, as the SAD, that everybody will be ready to just start dropping like flies. Because the general public is a walking experiment. Meaning what? If somebody starts putting red number 40 in candy and stuff and start giving it to the public is a living guinea pig. So now, how long can millions and millions and millions of people eat red dye number 40 before all of them get sick from it being in the human body so long? Meaning that if I eat it for 20 years and then at 21 I have a baby and my baby eat it, but my baby also born on it. So my baby born with the DNA of a daddy that ate it for 20 years. So now my baby come eating it for 20 years and have a baby. Now that baby basically is born from a DNA that's been consuming this for 40 years. So when that baby do it 20 years, that's 60 years of the family and the DNA and the bloodline of that family eating red dye. Eventually, everybody gonna hit a wall at the same time. Eventually, we're just gonna have mass colon cancer. Diabetes is now happening already. We're having a mass situation of diabetes. I'm telling you, dialysis centers are everywhere. And when you're young, you're gonna get 40 before you know it. And you do not want to be eating the way you are eating right now. You've got to increase your immune system. You have to start taking in strange plants, strong plants. You know the strong plants, so you know what to do. Like you know pineapple's kind of strong, right? You know pineapple tastes like it cures stuff. You know oranges and lemons and limes. You know ginger. You know cayenne pepper and basil, turmeric. You know these things, cumin, garlic, onion. You know these things have a medicinal effect. You can taste it. Tomatoes, lettuce, all of them have a certain effect. Certain things you eat feel like they cool you down, soothe you, like salad. Salad feel like it smooth you out. It really do. You eat salad, you get so relaxed. Everything, you can feel the medicinal side in it when you deal with the plants. And when you eat that other stuff, you don't feel nothing, but maybe a little sleepy. You find yourself want to drink a soda to wash it down. You find yourself want to drink some alcohol. The alcohol do something for your stomach to burn up all these parasites you just ate. You pour some Hennessy on them, try to kill as many of them as you can. You drink a soda, and the soda, the carbonation will go in there and run them worms about that meat, and hopefully they'll get in your bowel movement and come out, right? But now this soda, it ain't even got no fizz to it no more. So you just drinking caramel sugar water. It's like a big bottle of caramel sugar water. Like when you go get a 2-liter, it's like a bottle of diabetes. You know what I mean? It's so deep. And when you go in the store, they got tons of it. Like when you go in the soda section, and once your eyes get open, you go in the sodas, 3 sections will blow your mind. The meat section is stink, and it don't even stink when you're a meat eater. But when you get off meat, you go over there, ooh, it smells like death. The meat section, the potato chip section look crazy. It's a whole bunch of puffed up bags where they blew a bunch of air in some bags with a whole bunch of salt and a whole bunch of red dye and orange dye. It's weird as hell. It ain't nothing in there. It might be some popcorn. That's it. You might find some tortillas, some blue corn tortillas might be all right. Other than that, the whole potato chip aisle is death. And then the soda aisle. In some stores, they got the soda on one side, potato chips on the other. Shit look crazy, right? But in some stores, they had a water in the soda. And the water aisle looked like heaven, but the soda aisle looked like diabetes. They be having a bunch of it in there. Man, they selling gallons and gallons of that stuff. Gallons and gallons of that. People are drinking that like crazy. People are drinking soda. Because my mother was heavy on what they used to call pops. So my mother couldn't go without her pop. If you didn't have her Pepsi, it's a wrap. My daddy had to make sure my mama Pepsi's in that refrigerator. So they would get the big cases with 24. They'll get like 2 of them. And have them in the refrigerator. Had a refrigerator in the basement. My mama's pop was down there. She drank that shit and drank that shit and drank that shit. And what happened is my mother started having a nervous condition, right? She was still pretty young then. I had been a vegan maybe about 4 or 5 years. Maybe not even that long. Maybe only a couple years, actually. And my mother was drinking these pops, and she started having a nervous condition where she was breaking out. So I told my mother, Mom, why don't you drink some lettuce juice and celery juice, juice it and drink it. It's going to help with your nerves. She's like, boy, I ain't doing that. I'm going to go to the doctor. So she went to the doctor and all that. Maybe about 6 months passed or whatever. I came over there to visit. And she said, go in the basement and get the watermelon out the refrigerator or something. So I went in the basement and seen this big gallon of this green juice. So I went upstairs. I said, Mom, it's a big gallon of green juice down there. What is it? She said, oh, Lord. Oh, Lord, I don't even want to tell you. I'm like, what? She's like, it's lettuce and celery juice. My doctor told me I have to drink. And I see why she won't tell me, because I was pissed. So I was like, so I told you to do that 8 months ago. I'm crazy. But you go to this doctor and he tell you to do it. And now all of a sudden you're doing it. And I was glad she was doing it, but I was just like, it was disappointing because the whole time they came from the South and they always said they were sending me to school. They were sending me to get educated. They were sending me to go be smarter than them, right? So the whole thing coming up in my generation, my parents come from the South. My granddaddy was on the farm with my daddy. Anytime the crops was ready, school was out for my daddy and my uncles and my aunts. When the crops is ready, they had to help granddaddy. School was out. They ain't go to school. They helped them around there with the farm. So my daddy had limited education. My mother had like a high school education, but they wasn't really well educated. They wasn't doing math. They was doing reading, writing, arithmetic. We doing new math. We doing algebra, geometry. They wasn't doing that. So I was more intelligent. Had more knowledge. I was more space age. I was more into the future. But I was way into the future. I was highly, exceptionally intelligent as a child. I was very, very ahead of the class. So I didn't really push myself. I just relaxed because there was no rewards for being a genius. They wouldn't let me answer every question. I was one of them kids, I wanted to answer every question, but they would ask somebody that ain't paying attention. I'm like, ask the motherfucker they care. Why you ask this nigga? He don't care. Anyway, there was no need for me to push. I was so smart that I was like, fuck it, you know? I would go to school and do nothing. You know, I was too smart for my own good. I would go to school the first half of the grade period and do nothing and get all F's, which don't count. And then I would go to the second half and get all A's. And when I get my report card, it's a bunch of B's and C's. I was like, hey, I ain't got to do shit. I could just fuck around at the last minute. I could pass, right? So I didn't try to get all A's. I didn't give a fuck. I'm going to pass. You know what I mean? So you couldn't fail me. How you going to fail me? I'm too smart. I fail everything, don't do nothing. The next time, get all A's. Well, I got all B's. That's what I was doing, right? Like I tell my daughter all the time, I wish when I was coming up, they had all these scholarships, and they didn't have academic scholarships like that. You had to get athletic scholarships back in the day. I told my daughter, boy, if they would have had that shit when I was little, I would have got $1 million to go to school. I was smart as fuck. So when I came and told them, hey, y'all need to eat right, it was ahead. They didn't know what I was talking about. Even people now, some people think you think you're better than them. They don't get it. A lot of people think that you on some trip when you're really trying to save their life. The reality about this is, when it comes to talking about it, the reality is the selfish thing to do is just don't say nothing. Because if we feel like we eating right and we doing better, why tell y'all? See what I mean? So on the negative side, if you want to take veganism and plant-based negative, we wouldn't say nothing. We would just keep that secret. We would be glad everybody else dying early, and we would go out and make investments in the world to really own all your stuff when you die early. We would invest, If I wanted to be a selfish vegan, I would invest in the same health industry that's going to operate on y'all and all that. So I would be investing in dialysis. I would be investing in whatever they use for heart uh, disease. I would be investing in that. I would be buying stocks in that. And I wouldn't be telling you nothing. I'd be hoping you get sick so I can get paid. So it's not a competition. This is really a sacrifice. But you got to remember, I'm about health. The other vegans, they're not like the animal rights vegans, they're not like me. They're activists to save the animals. That is different. I'm not trying to save no fucking animals. I don't give a fuck about the cow. Because to me, the cow is not a real animal. The cow is a man-made GMO animal that was bred to make beef or bred to be a dairy cow. And it ain't nothing. They killed the real animal, the buffalo, to make them fake animals. So I don't really give a fuck what happened to a cow. A cow is not like a lion, not like a rhinoceros, white rhino, or nothing like that. A cow is a GMO animal. So you think I give a fuck about a cow and a pig? Some shit y'all breeded just to get meat off of? Fuck them cows and them pigs, right? They're not even real animals. Feel me? So that the vegans, the animal rights vegans is fake as hell. I don't even fuck with them because they don't never say nothing about the elephants, the whales. They ain't trying to save the elephants. They ain't trying to save the whales. They ain't trying to save the rhinoceros, the giraffe. They trying to save only the pig, the cow, and the chicken, and the goat, and the fish. What? So I don't even fuck with them. They're not real animal rights. And then they eat any kind of garbage because they're animal rights vegan. So they'll eat Skittles. They're not against artificial colors. They're only against colors that have been used with animals to make the colors. If you can make an artificial color and it don't have animal in it, they'll eat it. So they eat Skittles and all that. You think I'm lying? Go search vegan candy and see what come up. Watch this. Search vegan candy and you see why I don't like animal rights vegan. Right? They're the worst. Watch what comes up. Vegan candy. Then I hit image. Look what come up. Skittles. Skittles. Look. Swedish Fish. Sweet Tarts. Jolly Ranchers. Twizzlers. Dots. Skittles. All of that got artificial flavors and stuff in it. But it's animal rights vegan. It ain't health vegan. See what I'm saying? So that's why you got plant-based. Because it's not plant-based. It's artificial chemical-based. So that's why plant-based is coming into the forefront. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, search it. Search vegan. Because you got to understand, animal rights vegans eat anything that doesn't have plants in it. But animal rights vegans don't count because in America, veganism started in the health food store. There was no Whole Foods. So they be trying to, you can get any of your vegans to debate with me, I'll shut them down. Veganism, when it started back in the 30s in Europe, yes. In the 1800s, late 1800s, started like 1830, something like that. When they started vegetarianism, yes. They were out talking about respecting and saving the animals. But when you get to the 60s, in America, with vegetarianism, which became veganism, vegetarianism was based off of health in the United States of America, and we ate at health food stores. That's where the juice bar was at. That's where the natural vitamins was at. That's where the first vegetarian energy bars and stuff like that first was being sold at the health food store and at General Nutrition. Vegetarians would go to General Nutrition to get natural items, right? You feel me? So it was not to save the animals. We used to say it's only two type of people in the health food store. The wise and those under doctor's orders. And when you get sick, Bad food is habitual. And because bad food is habitual, it's very important for you all to get off of it now while you're healthy. Because once you get sick and the doctors say, Pharaoh, your blood pressure high, you're on your way to being a diabetic. If I'm addicted to the bad food, now every day I use this method to go clean, I'm getting sick. So if you waited until you're sick and then you get the easiest way to become a vegan, you just got to go straight to the back of the book and do what's in the back of the book. You're not going to be able to take the steps because you're already sick. I'm trying to get you to take the steps now before you get sick, okay? That's what I'm trying to get you all to understand, that you have to do it now before you get sick, while your body is strong enough to fight everything while you're trying to get over your addictions. If you don't do it like that, it ain't going to go good for you, because now you're going to be sick and you're going to be on a bad clock, and that clock is going to be ticking and running out. So hit the link that I just posted. Order 10, order 15, 20, order 5. Keep them around the house. Give them to your relatives. All my relatives and friends I meet, they got 5 or 6 of these at the house. I go by to my house, put them in the house. Hey, my auntie come by, give her one. Auntie, no, she too fat. Give her one of these. My cousin go by, give her one of these. So I got them laying around at families or friends' house to give out to people. My boy, when his wife was sick and dying, I went over there. I took 10 of them. I gave him 10 of them. Boom. Bro, read this. Of course, he didn't. Of course, he's very sick. He's got cancer all over his stomach. Now his legs are starting to hurt him because he ain't listening. And he's younger than me. He's younger than me. My friends younger than me are messed up. I'm 63. I got friends 60, 50, 55, 58, 59, they shot. You know, it's sad. I'm telling you, it's sad. And the numbers going to go down. It's going to start hitting you in your 40s and in your 30s. You're going to have to get a colon. You're going to have to get your colon checked in your 30s. You used to get your colon checked in your 70s and 60s. Then they said, get it checked in the 50s. Okay, well, last month they came out and said, no, get your colon checked in your 40s now. They said, no, 50 is too late. Since Chadwick died at 43 with colon cancer, that means his cancer was messed up at 30, because it's going to take years for all of them sores to actually turn into cancer. So for him to save him, he would have had to get colon cancer. He would have had to been checked in his 30s. Okay? So brothers out here balling, sisters out here getting money, so you eating even worse. You eating even more steak. You eating more hamburgers. You eating more fast food. You all at home all the time. You constantly DoorDash and Uber Eats, DoorDash, Uber Eats, DoorDash, Uber Eats. So you ain't eating good. So your immune system is shot. So I'm trying to tell you all, this is not a joke. Stop thinking about what you like to eat and start thinking about how you want to live. You want to live. You want to be healthy right now. Even if you're determined to still eat meat for the rest of your life, be smart and say, I'm finna lay off of it right now until whatever's going on outside gets better. I'm not finna be eating all these pizzas and stuff while everybody getting sick like this. I'm finna make sure I got the strongest immune system in case I catch something. I want to be able to fight it. I need to have a certain amount of vitamin E. I need to have a certain amount of vitamin D. I need to have a certain amount of vitamin C. You should be taking 2,000 milligrams of vitamin C at least 3 to 4 times a week right now. You should be taking vitamin E a couple times a week. You should be taking vitamin D once or twice a week. You should be taking a multiple vitamin at least 5 times a week. You're supposed to be on some He-Man and He-Woman stuff right now. And you're supposed to be exercising, washing your hands, watching what you touch, okay? Watching what you touch and where you touch in your face. Don't let nobody lull you to sleep. Don't let nobody lull you to sleep. It is what it is. It is what it is. And that ain't all. There's a lot of stuff going on. So why not build up your immune system for whatever comes, whether it's the flu or whatever. Build up your immune system so that you can fight diabetes, heart failure, any type of virus, any type of flu, any type of whatever. You want your immune system to be strong enough where you got something to fight with. You don't want nothing to just take you over like that and just take you out like that. I'm telling you. Right now, you got to turn up. Like right now. Right now. You got to let it go. You cannot let the things you like shorten your life. When you can like other things. You can adjust yourself to like other things. Some people saying that, Josh, but if you eat a pig, a cow, and a chicken, how many shots they've had? If you eat pig, cow, and chicken, you just ate 30-something shots. So, I mean, let's be real. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? And so the main thing you want to do, Alexis, this is the main thing you want to do. I'm just what y'all would call preaching, because y'all watching me automatically. So since y'all watching me automatically, I'm doing it. But when I'm out in life, I don't do this. If you want to help your family members, get yourself together. Don't really say no lot to them. Get yourself together and then let that shine. You can do more for your family by when they're around you, the things you're refusing. It's stronger than your talk. So when I go around my family, my sister and them, and they see me eat how I eat, that's stronger than my words. When I was in jail, I was picking the meat out of my food and eating my food because I had to go back vegetarian. So I had to go back to dairy and egg and stuff like that, but I didn't eat no meat in there. And the brothers I was locked up with, when I got out with a lot of them, they was thorough on that. Anywhere I go, they say, man, let's go get some sandwiches. Pharaoh, you want one? They be like, man, Pharaoh don't eat no meat, man. Bro, Pharaoh don't eat no meat. Why? Because they locked up with me. If you fake, they gonna see you in there. They like, Pharaoh don't eat no meat, Joe. Pharaoh don't eat no meat, Joe. Straight up. They all know that. Hey, man, Pharaoh don't eat no meat, Joe. I know. I seen him. I know he don't eat no. I'm telling you. Because they've been with me, 24 hours, 365, every day. I know 365, but 120. You know what I mean? They know, no, he don't eat that. So that's the strongest right there. Even for your children, you raise your children, they see you the certain way, they fall off. They see Daddy 63 still eat the same way. They're like, man, I got to go ahead and do like how Dad doing. You know what I mean? Anytime they come around me, they know what it is. My son bring my grandson, he brings some food, all that food going right back with him. My grandson going home with a whole bunch of vegan stuff. He going back. Grandpa gave me vegan. You know what I'm saying? So what we want to do is we have to make it clear that this is a health concern, that this is not this ain't about being righteous, this ain't about being conscious, none of that. This is clearly a health concern. We want our people to have a certain amount of vitamin C and vitamin K and beta carotene and things like that into their body. We want to make sure they have the nutrition that's in the plants into their body. We want to make sure that they drink certain teas and things that run out parasites. They help fight against colds and flus and stuff like that. We want to make sure they drinking lemonade right now and limeade, naturally made. We want to make sure that they drinking, ginger tea and spearmint tea and peppermint tea right now. You know what I'm saying? You can start like that. Your mama hard-headed, but she drink her tea, take her some tea. Start out slow. Hey, mama, I bought you a bunch of peppermint tea and some maple syrup to sweeten it with, or some brown sugar, right? But if she overweight, you'll be like, mama, you can't be using all this brown sugar, so you want to give her some agave or something. You want to cut down and give her an alternative sweetener to try to make it so she don't go into a diabetic coma. See what I'm saying? You feel me? This is a health emergency. It's not righteousness or nothing like that. This is really an effort to save people's life. You know what I mean? American ginseng root is all right, but the best one to get is the Korean one. The hardest one to get is the Korean ginseng, which is the best, especially for the men. You want to get your testosterone up. You want to have your sex drive up. Get the Korean ginseng. You can get the Chinese and American if that's all you can find, but that's what you're looking for, the Korean. That's the strongest one. You know what I'm saying? That's the strongest one, is the Korean, If you're a man, you know what I mean? You want to get that, Also for men, you want to get this. This is called horny goat weed. So men, get your horny goat's weed. If your girlfriend gonna come by and whatever, or you with your woman or whatever, take a couple of these when you eat your food. When the goats ate these weed, it would make them go and they would want to have sex after they eat that weed. Also, you want to get some of this Tongat to the brother. This is called Tongat, Tongkat, Tongat Ali. You want to get this. This comes in like a liquid form like that. Take that, like that. That's going to build up your chi. That's going to build up your sex drive too, man. So men, you want to get this. Ladies, you want to get this for your man. You know what I mean? So you want to get this Tongat. You want to get on the natural plants and herbs. I ordered this. This is called Shilajit, which I don't know what the heck it is. It's some kind of paste that do something, but I'm still looking it up. It's from up in the mountains, in the Himalayas. This is some kind of paste. I haven't even opened it. I'll open it for y'all. Oh, it's gummy. It's gooey. Some kind of gooey paste that you're supposed to take to do something. I'm still looking it up. It's supposed to be like power, right? So I'm still looking it up. Everybody tells me it's extremely strong, right? I mean, my hair just grow anyway, but fruits and vegetables do all that. So fruits and vegetables, you want your hair to grow, wash your hair every day, 3-4 times a day, sometimes just wet it. So your hair is like a plant, so you got to water it. So you want your hair to grow, water it. So, if you got dreadlocks, sometimes stick your head in the water, shake them out, let them stay wet. Just put them in there, shake them out. Anytime you want your hair to get fluffy, you start growing, wash it more. A lot of times the women's hair don't grow because the way you doing your hair, you don't want to wash it. So because you don't want to wash it, of course it's not going to grow. You have to wet your scalp regularly for it to grow. So you want your dreadlocks to grow. When we was coming up in the day, anytime we see water, a fire hose, anything, we stick our head in the fire hydrant, in the shower, under the sink all day in the summertime. What if you tell your family and show them you're eating better and they don't care? They'll give you, well, if I die type talk. What do you care? You eating better for yourself. So it is what it is. You eating better for yourself. Eat better for yourself. You have to eat better for yourself. You know, if you tell them they don't listen, don't bring it up no more. Like I said, the best example is just you eating right, not really talking about it. So when I go places around family, they say, you want some chicken? I say, no, thank you, I ate. I don't tell them anything. I don't really talk to people about how I eat. That's only done through example. I do it by an example about how I eat. I set an example. Then the example gets around. I don't preach it.
Have you ever considered becoming a vegan but didn't know what steps to take? Or started the transition but wasn't able to finish the process? Well, you're in luck because now you have the easiest way to become a vegan. A simple and clear guide to embracing a vegan lifestyle. For more information, please visit www.veganintel.com and get your guide today.